life just a series of events that happens to you? Or is it more about you being an active participant in the journey? If you're interested in scheduling one of my Empower Hours, they take this very concept into mind. And you can schedule with me through the link that you'll see above using the discount code YT when you schedule for an extra bonus gift. Okay, now that I'm done being weird, let's take the different approach. Notice the difference. Notice the difference, right? And on a certain level, right now in your life, you get to choose between and a massive change is approaching, and you can feel it, you can sense it. It's so very real that it's tangible, and you can feel the pressure that it's putting upon you. And you know, on a certain level, you're going to have to find the strength to push through the changes that you're facing. And it doesn't feel easy. I'm, not going to be falsely light and fluffy because when you're dealing with a full moon in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, which on one level is all about being authentic and being invigorated by that authenticity. But when the full moon is there, there's no room for that fakeness. There's only room for honesty. And honesty usually, well, I won't even say usually, it always takes you to the heart of the matter in a much quicker manner, whether that's a pleasant approach to the heart of a situation or more of an unpleasant approach to the heart of a situation. So in your mind, you might be going, well, which of those is it going to be? Guess what? You don't get to decide. Sorry. Of course you do. Of course you get to decide. But at the same time, you have to be real about what you feel. You can't ignore that pressure that's there. You can't ignore the tension, nor should you ignore it. You should pay attention to it because, hey, it's very real. It's very real. But so is Maya. Right? What's Maya, you might ask? Well, a lot of times in spiritual circles, the word Maya gets misinterpreted as the concept of illusion. But what I like to explain to people is when we're dealing with the concept of Maya, in Maya, if a brick falls on your head, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. You can't just go, that's an illusion, because it's something that impacts you and it's something that you feel. But the concept behind Maya is the one of how things respond to how we perceive them to a degree. So in short, Maya is not an illusion. It's something that, has a real impact, but it's not the full picture. It's not the full picture. And you're definitely dealing with the situation right now where you don't have the full picture. And you're definitely in a situation where you're likely feeling the pressure and you're going, if only things would come together in a much more timely manner, I wouldn't have to be dealing with the stress that I'm dealing with. But there you are. And there you go. And it's there. And it feels real. And you can feel it. But how much of what you're experiencing is colored by you identifying more with the problem than you are dealing with the solution, identifying with the solution. And let's face it, it's very easy to identify with the problem because it's in your face. It's in your face. You can't hide from it. You're looking at it, but it's not the full picture. It's not the full picture. If you instead place yourself in a position where you're going, you know what? That's there. It's not going to go away until I confront it and until I move through it. I can't, just hide it or cover it over. It's kind of like, if you were to move into a house that has black mold, what are you going to do? Are you going to paint over the black mold? No, it's just going to be there. You might not see it, but it's going to be there. So you can't just ignore the fact that that tension's there, because it's there. But at the same time, if you only focus on the problem, then you're going to miss an opportunity that's there to help you through the situation. You may not, at the present moment, feel that you have either the enthusiasm, could be enthusiasm, or even perhaps the strength or the stick-to-itiveness. I know I made up that word, right? Or maybe somebody else made it up. I don't know, but it's a word, and I'm going to use it regardless of whether it's in like a dictionary or not. You're wondering if you have the stick-to-itiveness to stick with the situation, or perhaps you just don't feel that you have the strength, or perhaps you feel that you just can't be bothered. And so that pressure mounts. And you have an inkling of some things that you could do that might make a difference, but you're not sure if they're going to make a big enough difference. You're not sure if they're going to make a big enough difference in the nick of time, or if it's going to be too late. But guess what? None of that really matters. None of that really matters, I guess I should say, as much as you think it does. What matters more is that you're aligning with the solution, that you're focusing on what actions you're being prompted to take by the contents of your own heart as you're confronting that situation, and that you're aligning with that. If you do that, that, my friend, is what is going to give you ultimately the strength that you need to succeed. So look at the problem, see the problem, identify the problem. Don't overly identify with it. Don't go into mode. I promise I won't do that anymore. Instead, kind of go, okay, right, here's a monster, but, I know how to deal with monsters. And if you could use a little bit of assistance in dealing with the situation, however intense it feels, or any situation at all. Again, I do have several different levels of astrological service, and I do offer a discount for my YouTube viewers. All you have to do is visit the link above and use the code YT when you schedule. That's going to do it for this look at the full moon in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, which is going to take place on the 3rd of July, 2023. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye for now.